Block News starts right now.
All right, what you're seeing behind us, a relatively new development. Traffic moving along in both directions on I-35 by Benton City Road smoothly.
But that was not the case a few hours ago after an incredibly close call. Take a look at this. A TxDOT crane toppled over and crushed an SUV that shut down all northbound lanes of I-35 and restricted some going southbound.
Yeah, but as shocking as this crash looks, smashed that small car. Garrett Berger tells us just a few inches or split seconds could have made things much worse.
As the weight of the fallen boom came off the small SUV, it was clear just how close the two women inside had come to being crushed along with their ride.
That's what you call luck.
Von Ormy police say the women, both in their 30s, were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. But had that boom taken a split second longer to fall, or had it shifted a few inches as it toppled, that may not have been the case.
The boom kind of landed kind of square on the vehicle. So had it landed on the windshield or had it landed on the roof of the car, we'd be looking at a totally different situation right now.
Police say the TxDOT truck was set up on the median between the north and southbound lanes to work on a nearby light pole when it tipped over. A worker in his 60s was by the truck as it fell.
The man was down there working by that metal casing that's right there next to the TxDOT truck. So when the vehicle tipped over, it almost landed on top of him, but he was able to move away from it, but still received minor injuries.
It was not immediately clear what caused it to tip.
I'm not too sure how much of the angle played into it, but it was on the grassy median where it is kind of tilted.
One of the trickiest issues was figuring out how to get TxDOT's truck right side up again. TxDOT and tow truck crews ended up unbolting the boom before flipping the truck. In the meantime, northbound traffic was shunted to the access road, where it crept along. TxDOT said very little about the crash in a statement this afternoon. The incident, they said, remains under investigation. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Boy, those two people inside have a story to tell tonight. Well, also tonight, the mayor of Uvalde announcing he is resigning due to medical concerns. A surprise announcement made just about an hour ago. Cody Smith, elected in November of last year. Smith defeated the mother of a Robb Elementary victim, Kimberly Rubio, for that seat. Mayor Pro Tem Everardo Zamora will take over the mayoral role for Smith until next election in November. In a statement emailed to us from the city of Uvalde, Smith says in part, quote, "I want to thank members of the Uvalde community for their thoughts and prayers during my ongoing recovery from unexpected medical issues I have experienced in recent weeks. After much consultation and prayer, I've decided to resign as mayor of the city of Uvalde to focus on my health." End quote.
Detectives are trying to figure out who fired shots into a home and killed a 61-year-old man. San Antonio police say that victim had just come back home about 5 o'clock this morning when someone in a car fired those shots. The bullets went into the house and killed him in the 1600 block of West French Place. Police say the shooter fired at least 10 rounds.
All the cop cars right here blocking in front of my house and stuff. And then I found out that some man got shot in the head.
That neighbor, who wanted us to only use her first name, says that she wonders if the 61-year-old victim was the intended target. Police are still investigating and have not made any arrests yet.
He was standing at a gas pump. San Antonio police investigating another shooting tonight, this one from the city's northwest side. Officers say the shooting happened about 1 this morning at a gas station near the intersection of Southwest 19th Street and Guadalupe. According to SAPD, the man pumping gas when he was shot in the ankle. The victim drove to his home in this neighborhood, and his mother called police. That's where this video was taken. The man was taken to a nearby hospital. He's expected to be okay. Right now, police have no leads on a suspect. At first, you may not think that the eclipse has anything to do with our local blood supply, but it's actually a big safety concern for South Texas Blood and Tissue Center employees.
With thousands of more people coming to the Hill Country, extra blood will need to be on supply for any extra accidents or emergencies. Courtney Friedman tells us it will take your help to boost that supply that's already running low.
Jay Gabralsic donates blood and platelets for a special reason.
My maternal grandmother passed away from cancer at age 43, and so that's the big driver.
What he didn't know is his blood may help people visiting South Texas from states and even countries away. The total solar eclipse is bringing thousands and thousands to smaller communities like those in the Hill Country. That increases the number of potential accidents or traumatic injuries, and medical centers want to be ready.
There are some strategic locations where blood will be pre-positioned.
South Texas Blood and Tissue Center supports 48 counties and over 100 medical centers. Specialized program coordinator William Bullock says there's only so much they can pre-plan, so they have multiple transportation modes available.
The gridlock is going to be almost inevitable. If there's a large event, there's difficulty getting there with the ground units, we can get the blood there via the helicopter.
Bullock is also keeping in mind all the local cancer or sickle cell patients who depend on blood for their routine procedures.
So it's a balancing act for sure.
The main problem isn't coordination, it's supply.
And here at the center, the inventory is already low. Take a look at this. This is O negative, which is the universal blood type. There's only 2 rows filled. All of this is empty.
What they're depending on are donors like Gabrelsic.
This is the first time I've done a back-to-back, so this was 7 days ago. So it's platelets, so you can do that every 7 days.
He and Bullock are confident the community will step up in the next week.
Everyone really does kind of galvanize together to help their neighbors out.
Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
All right, want to show you some of the incentives they're giving out to give blood, including a Fiesta medal.
And it's a pretty good one, too. This is a medal that you're going to get if you go out there, you donate. We got Fiesta coming up. Of course, the eclipse is the big reason for this current need. And we want to remind people how easy it is. It really takes 5 to 10 minutes once you're actually in the chair donating the blood. It's a pretty simple process.
It is, and I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can make out the 0 there on the 50, but it's actually, it looks like blood. I don't think it is blood, but it looks like blood there inside the 0 on the 50. So it's very important. You don't think about that with the eclipse and all those other things happening, but they always need blood at the Blood and Tissue Center.
That has crossed my mind with all the eclipse conversation around here. I had not thought of that. Weather, on the other hand.
We've thought of that.
We've thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I know, Adam, you've been thinking a lot about it.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to dive into the eclipse forecast in great detail coming up at 6:30. But right now we have to get straight to Authority radar and talk about the thunderstorms popping up in the Hill Country, Edwards County, parts of Valverde County as well. A little bit of lightning and thunder just north of Rock Springs. Nothing around San Antonio right now, and I don't think we'll see anything for a few more hours. Notice how our rain chances spike 9 and especially 10 and 11 p.m. up to 40%. That's when we're expecting the scattered activity to develop and move into and around parts of San Antonio and Bexar County. I've got the primary threats because there is a potential for severe storms. That's coming up in a bit, along with the updated future cast and more on the timing and what this cold front tonight means for the rest of the week in just a bit.
And in the future, the moon will be too far away and we'll only get annular eclipses.
So we're really lucky to be living in San Antonio right now.
Coming up in just a few minutes, have you ever wondered how scientists know when and where an eclipse will happen? Tonight at 6:30, we're taking a look at the science behind tracking in a solar eclipse.
All right, let's go out and check out the traffic situation right now. This is I-35 at Alamo near downtown. You can see traffic moving along very smoothly. There are some people who have today off because of the Cesar Chavez holiday. I know a lot of city offices are closed as well as some campuses around town. But I-35 at Alamo, no real traffic trouble spots out there on this Monday. No fooling.
Happening right now, students from over a dozen San Antonio high schools are getting ready to showcase their student films at this year's Bear Fest.
Yeah, doors open for the event just a few minutes ago at the Tobin Center. John Paul Barajas live there now. John Paul, what are some of the awards these students are competing for tonight?
Steve, Myra, there's categories for Best Film, Best Picture, Graphic Design, Original Music, and the one I'm really looking forward to is Best Storytelling. And that's just to name a few of the categories that these area high school students are going to be competing for, but this is so much more than a competition, a program, and a film festival. It drives the students to get creative and also add to their portfolios, but it also gives back to nonprofits. Now, as you guys mentioned, the doors opened up at 6 o'clock just a few minutes ago, so students are now just starting to shuffle in, but at 7 o'clock, the event will kick off, and everybody's hard work will be put on display for the public. And what's a red carpet, or what's a film festival without a red carpet? And we definitely have you covered right there. And our very own Sarah Spivey has actually left the Weather Center, and she's taking over entertainment duties tonight. So it's going to be a special experience for everybody in attendance. We'll be here the entire time. And tonight at 10, we'll bring you the winners and what nonprofits will benefit. Steve, Myra.
All right, KSAT really does have you covered there. Thanks, John Paul. Around Texas now, a person in Texas has been diagnosed with bird flu after having contact with dairy cows. State health officials say that person is being treated with an antiviral drug, and their only reported symptom was red eyes. Just last week, federal agriculture officials confirmed that dairy cows in Texas and Kansas were infected with bird flu. State health officials say the risk of bird flu infection to the public is low.
Also want to mention happening later this week, Doc Talk. We're going to take your medical questions to our local doctors to get answers. Just scan this QR code, send in questions for the doctors. Maybe you have a question about bird flu. Doc Talk airs every Thursday on the news at 6:30.
Still ahead right here on the news at 6, how one local nonprofit that helps parents of special needs children is changing lives and how you can be a part of that difference.
Right now, let's take a quick look outside with live cam meteorologist Adam Caskey tracking some storms coming into our area this evening. He's going to time it all out for you coming up after the break.
Next week, the Louise Hayes Park and the roads leading into Kerrville will be flooded with thousands of visitors trying to experience the total eclipse, but that could mean trouble for local law enforcement. We'll tell you what they're doing about it.
For more than 40 years, a local nonprofit has been providing guidance for families of children and youth with special needs. And the organization is getting ready for their 20th annual Walk for Autism this month.
Yeah, the walk happening April 20th at Palo Alto College. We have more information on it on our KSAT community website. Tiffany Huerta shares how Any Baby Can of San Antonio has been changing lives.
So strong-willed. She's funny.
And 8-year-old Aaliyah Flores loves to explore.
She used to play by herself, but now she is wanting to engage in others.
Marlo and Johnny Flores tell us about their daughter's journey.
She did not have a lot of eye contact, not a lot of facial expressions.
Aaliyah was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when she was 20 months old. The Flores family is thankful for the nonprofit Any Baby Can of San Antonio that helped them navigate autism.
They immediately set me up with a case manager. The case manager came to our house. I remember her bringing this big binder, you're going to need this for life. And she was right.
The nonprofit offers a broad range of services, from case managers who help link families to local and state programs to autism services.
They gave us classes to attend, from ABA, what is ABA therapy, applied behavioral analysis therapy, to potty training strategies.
They welcome you with your arms open.
Every year, the Flores family comes together in April for Any Baby Can's Walk for Autism to give back to the organization that changed their lives.
We have shirts, we wear tutus. Aaliyah's the star of our show.
The 20th annual Walk for Autism is taking place on April 20th at Palo Alto College. There will be resources from a variety of organizations, businesses, and service providers. Aaliyah's family is excited for the event.
It means the world to us. We have an autistic grandchild, and she has really immersed in this. It's so heartwarming to have an organization that supports them.
Aaliyah's mom has a message to her daughter.
Not to give up. She has a strong family support system. We love her, and we're just gonna keep pushing forward to be the best that she can be.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Love that. KSAT community partnering with the nonprofit Any Baby Can to help raise awareness and promote acceptance. We have a live stream town hall, Understanding Autism, hosted by Tiffany Huertas on Tuesday, April 16th at 2 p.m.
And then on Saturday, April 20th, that's the Any Baby Can Walk for Autism at Palo Alto College. The day will be filled with activities for everybody, including a sensory-friendly zone. Resources from over 100 different autism, family, and healthcare organizations will also be available.
All right, in between renditions of Jolene, I think I heard Adam Caskey say something about storm clouds tonight.
It's in my head.
I'm not fooled. This is no April Fool's. He was singing Jolene.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in my own world here sometimes in the Weather Center, just doing my own thing, thinking out loud.
We know.
Yeah.
And we hear it.
You're used to it. That's fine. All right, let's talk about our primary storm threats as we get into this evening. And localized hail is the #1 threat, so be on the lookout for that. Now, hail is typically pretty localized and in a small area, so there's no guarantee that's going to hit your neighborhood. And we won't know which neighborhoods are going to get hit until that hail-producing storm actually develops. So stay tuned with us through this evening, and especially on the KSAT Weather Authority app. All right, now let's get to those primary storm threats. Of course, we mentioned the hail, and we could even have some wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. That's a possibility as well. Localized wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Flooding, tornadoes, although the risk exists, it's on the low end in this situation. Here's the big picture. We've got this big upper level trough, this dip in the flow. That's why we have all this action, all the energy around it. Kickstarting showers and storms already in Texas, some severe weather from San Angelo to just west of Dallas-Fort Worth. That's the initial action that has developed, but we anticipate more development southward along that line in the coming hours. Already a few storms popping up in Edwards County. That's right on cue with our futurecast. I like how this has initialized. In the coming hours, activity continues to pop up in the hill country, widely separated in nature, and then closer to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. So 9 to 11, I think, is our primary threat time in and around San Antonio, Bexar County, and immediate surrounding communities. When you look at this futurecast, don't just focus on the exact location of, say, this thunderstorm that this computer is developing right here on the north side of town. That could be anywhere in this area. Focus on the coverage and how much of us are getting hit at any specific time. It could really be anybody in this area throughout that time period. Come midnight, 1 a.m., everything's out of here. 1 a.m., everything is gone. Now, here's something unique. Just chatting with the weather team via text, and Justin Horn noticed this. West Texas, we have a lot of dust that's getting kicked up. You can kind of see it on the high-res satellite imagery here. It's hard to tell, but you'll see that little faint plume of dust. It's actually very noticeable on the ground. And what's interesting is if any of this dust gets sucked up into these thunderstorms, we could have some of that muddy rain that we see around here sometimes. Where it rains, you look at your vehicle and you're like, did it just rain mud? You know what happened? We could have that later on tonight. That 40% chance, the 40% coverage this evening, 8 o'clock to 1 a.m., and then dry and sunny the rest of the work week. Rain chances come back in on Sunday morning at 30%. We have the cold front moving in. Ahead of that front, it's kicking up that West Texas dust. So again, we're watching out for some of that in some of these storms. Del Rio 97 right now ahead of the front. 86 officially here in town right now. Temperatures falling off the rest of this week, and humidity as well. It is sticky out there. Dew points right around the 70-degree mark. So we're at that muggy to almost oppressive level. But cold front moves in the coming hours, sweeps away the humidity. It's gone, and we'll have low humidity and that crisp feel to the air for the remainder of the work week. Dew points are way down Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday. Briefly jumping up on Saturday, only to drop again. So tomorrow we start the day at 58 degrees, a lot of sunshine, low humidity, but breezy, northwesterly wind at 15 to 25. 58 in the morning. By the afternoon, right around 80, give or take. 77 Boerne, 79 Helotes, 83 Stinson, Port SA at 83 degrees. Mornings in the upper 40s for Wednesday and Thursday, so sweatshirt weather at the bus stop. And yes, next Monday, the total solar eclipse. 7 days away, some clouds are likely, 20% chance of storms. I'm going to talk about the high degree of uncertainty with this forecast coming up at 6:30.
Yeah, a lot of people wondering about that. Thanks, Adam.
All right, we have some breaking Spurs news coming up in sports. We'll tell you about it right after the break. We
just learned at 5:41 p.m. that Spurs guard Devin Vassell and forward Jeremy Sohan will both miss the remainder of the season due to injuries. Vassell underwent an MRI this morning in San Antonio, and the exam revealed a stress reaction to the third metatarsal head in his right foot. And Jeremy Sohan was diagnosed with a left ankle impingement. After consultation with outside experts, the Spurs medical team has determined that arthroscopic surgery is the best approach to correct the injury. The Spurs have 7 games left in the regular season. So San Antonio had nearly 50 points per game sitting on the bench in their 117-113 loss to the Warriors last night. Devin, Keldon, Jeremy, and Dom were out with injuries. So Jedi Osman started and he scored 18 points. Sandro Mamukelashvili scored 10 points in 25 minutes.
We missed a lot of guys today, obviously Jeremy, KJ, and Devin. But I'm just happy how everybody was ready and how everybody responded tonight. I think Sandro had a great game tonight. And then obviously Devontae came off the bench and he gave us the spark. So I think that everybody did their best tonight, even though we're missing our crucial players. We still gave them a good fight tonight.
So the Spurs will play at the Denver Nuggets tomorrow night at 8. Today was Media Day at Wolf Stadium as the San Antonio Missions get ready for another season of Texas League baseball. Left-handed pitcher Robbie Snelling, who began last season with Single-A Lake Elsinore and finished with Double-A San Antonio, is back, and is fellow left-handed pitcher Austin Krob. He played for the San Antonio Flying Chanclas in the Texas Collegiate League in 2020 and for the Missions last season in the Texas League playoffs.
Ironically, it's very fun to be back here playing for the Chanclas in 2020 and then getting drafted by the Padres and being able to come here and play again. It's fun because I understand the area, I understand kind of the team and the stadium a little bit, so it's kind of nice to be familiar in a place where you're still new at, so it's really nice to be back.
Awesome experience to be able to come in here last year and kind of just get my wits about me of like what it's like to be in Double-A. People say it's a pretty big step from, low A baseball, high A baseball to Double-A baseball. To be able to adjust and kind of get used to it for the split second that I was here last year, I think it was huge. It's going to make a world of a difference, starting here, like you said, this year, and, feeling comfortable with what I need to do and how I need to act at this level.
Luke Montz is back to guide the Missions. He enters his 5th season as a minor league manager and second with the Padres organization. His roster is set, but he knows that can change at any moment because it's minor league baseball.
Baseball in general, there's always a lot of turnover. A lot of guys going up, down, moving around, hopefully to the big leagues, so just got to focus on where we are right now today. Just put it together, and you're always having to call guys in your office and, hey, welcome to the club, and here's what, the way that we like to do things here, the way as a manager I like to do things here, so get those guys on board and go about it. The number one goal is to develop these guys, get them better, and get them on to the next chapter of their career, either AAA or to the big leagues, so you hit on it. There's always a lot of moving parts, so it's not like you can sit here and pretend like you're a college baseball team and here's our locker room, here's our goal, and we go for the rest of the season, so we all know it. Development's a big word in the minor leagues, and that's what we do day in and day out here.
The Missions will open the regular season this Friday with 3 games set at Amarillo.
Take me out to the ball game.
Yeah, give me some popcorn and Cracker Jacks.
Exactly. Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
After the break, we're learning how scientists are able to figure out exactly when and where an eclipse will happen. The science behind all of this. Next.
We are just 1 week away from the total solar eclipse. So much excitement for this event, especially from our KSAT weather team.
Absolutely. Tonight, meteorologist Justin Horn tells us how scientists determine an eclipse path and when and where it will happen.
I've taken plenty of math classes in my day, but when it comes to figuring out where and when a total solar eclipse will occur, that's next level math. Thankfully, there are some really smart people here at UTSA, including Dr. Angela Speck, who heads up the Department of Physics and Astronomy. She's going to help us out. Let's go do some learning. Determining the path of an eclipse. How difficult is that?
The silence says it all. I mean, Dr. Speck is an astrophysicist, but as she'll tell you, there's a lot, and I mean a lot to consider. We can simplify the players, the sun, the moon, and the earth, obviously, but that's where the simplicity ends.
The moon isn't always in between us and the sun, and so you get kind of a weird sort of mismatch of when they do intersect, where is it going to hit on the Earth?
So is this geometry that we're dealing with here?
Yeah, this is all geometry.
Okay.
So to figure out this problem, you should probably know that the distance from the Earth to the Sun is 1 astronomical unit, or AU, or roughly 93 million miles.
This is about 1/400th of an AU. And so you can then start to figure out, okay, what is this? And so you end up with, how big is this and where does it land on the Earth?
Get all that? I think we're going to need a bigger calculator. Here's the good news.
So once you've worked out one, you can start to predict when they will be in the future and when they will be in the past.
But this is also when it gets even more complicated. Keep in mind things are spinning, wobbling, and orbiting.
You're going to get all of the different cycles of the moon going around the Earth and the Earth going around the sun. They all come together every 18 years, 11 days, and 8 hours.
That's very specific. It's also got a name, the Saros cycle, and as it turns out, that extra 8 hours throws things off.
So we just had an eclipse, an annular eclipse, and if you've seen the path of that, you've got an annular eclipse, you've got the total eclipse, you've got this lovely cross.
Right.
There was a cross like that 18 years and 5 days, 11 days ago, but because of the 8 hours, it's not over San Antonio, it's a third of the way around the planet, because that's a third of a day. And so it was in North Africa. It was Libya.
In other words, we're lucky. For as complicated as the math seems to be, the equations are working in favor of us Earthlings.
We have a moon that is exactly the right size and distance from us, so it looks the same size as the sun in the sky. It's much closer, so it looks much bigger.
So the adage, what a time to be alive, has never been more true.
Okay. And in the future, the moon will be too far away and we'll only get annular eclipses.
So we're really lucky to be living in San Antonio right now.
Absolutely, we're lucky to be living in San Antonio.
Yeah.
The solar eclipse is one of the reasons why. But
Yes.
that's why people are flocking here.
Right, and the math is complicated, but the forecast, whether we get to see it, that's the key.
Yeah, clouds could be a bad thing.
They very
Solar
well
eclipse.
could get in the way of solar eclipse viewing. I'm not throwing in the towel yet, and I don't think the overcast forecast is a slam dunk at all. I think there's a high degree of uncertainty and a high potential for a shift in the computer guidance. I know it's 7 days out. Everybody's got instant access to information. We should know, right? No, that's not how meteorology works, people. I'm sorry, we just can't meet the expectations of what people expect, I guess.
But here's the thing. The closer you get to April 8th,
it's going to get a lot
better the forecast is.
We'll be able to get hour by hour a few days out, a day or two out. Even with the annular eclipse, remember, for days it looked like it would be totally clear. Then about 24 hours before, things pivoted just a little bit and we got some of the clouds early on. That's an example. Here's why our weather pattern is so uncertain in this situation. We often see this time of year. That's why you see those rain chances in the 7-day changing all the time, because come next Monday, we could potentially have these two cutoff upper level low pressure systems. And what I mean by cutoff is these are spinning on their own. They've got their own closed circulations here. These are notoriously uncertain, anything more than 2 or 3 days out. They're notoriously uncertain, and we often see changes with the forecast whenever we're dealing with these cutoff lows. Things change. The forecast changes often and sometimes very frequently and quickly. So we're 7 days away. We do still think some clouds are likely. The big question is how much cloud cover and exactly where. And then there's the off chance of a few storms, but there's a very high degree of uncertainty. Whereas when we're talking about the weather for the rest of this week, sunny, easy, that's a slam dunk forecast. It's when you have these variables that we know will be changing. So check back in for the updates. Don't throw in the towel just yet because you saw something on the internet. It's still too soon for any action like that. And we can talk more about this, and we have our live stream coming up 7 p.m. on Wednesday where we can dive into more as well.
All right. Thank you, Adam. Okay. Get out your calendars. We got a lot to tell you about in the next few days. The eclipse, not just cool to see, but it's also a huge scientific opportunity for some people. Tomorrow morning on GMSA, we're going to tell you about how some local research is happening during the eclipse.
Also happening tomorrow, our KSAT Weather Authority team hosting another eclipse glasses giveaway. This one will be at the address on your screen, 8622 Huebner Road. The line for the giveaway starts at 5 p.m. They'll be handed out at 6:30. Adam Caskey, you're going to be there basically between 5 and 7. So there you go.
Okay, so then on Wednesday, our KSAT weather team will host a live stream. Adam just talked about that to get you ready for the eclipse, all the things you need to know. Our meteorologist will show you how to use the interactive map, and they'll also show you the best places to view the eclipse. That live stream starts at 7 o'clock. We actually have a KSAT Explains all about the eclipse that same day. You can watch that live stream on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or on the KSAT YouTube channel.
And listen, we're all busy people. If you miss one of these and you want to see all of our stories leading up to the solar eclipse, we got you covered. Just scan this QR code on your screen. It'll take you to our Eclipse Authority page on KSAT.com.
Coming up next, spring in full swing and the outdoors are calling. After the break, we're going down the list of items you can get a good deal on this month to make your backyard barbecues to garden party dreams come true.
All right, April may not be a month for door-busting holiday sales, but you can still find some great deals.
Think practical stuff like spring cleaning, yard work, or backyard grills. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz shows you the savings.
It's the season for sprucing up, cooking out, and cleaning up on spring deals.
Cleaning products are an excellent place to start this month, as retailers often lower their prices on items like vacuums to stay competitive during the spring cleaning season.
Consumer Reports found some smart buys, like this robotic vacuum and mop from Cority. It's $50 off at Cority. The R750 Pro model got very good scores in Consumer Reports tests. For a deeper clean, consider a carpet cleaner. The Hoover PowerDash Pet Advanced Carpet Cleaner is on sale for $140 at Target.
To kick off the warmer months, retailers tend to offer discounts on seasonal items, so it's a great time to shop, especially if you want to spruce up your yard.
This battery-powered mower from Cobalt is down to $399 at Lowe's. Your neighbors will thank you because this one is quiet. And something else to help with your curb appeal, this battery-powered string trimmer from Toro is reduced to $149.99 at Amazon. It's one of CR's top-rated battery string trimmers.
Now that the chores are done, it's also the perfect time of year to get out in the backyard and do some grilling.
This large gas grill from Monument Grills is on sale for $729 at Amazon. It's one of the highest scoring gas grills in Consumer Reports ratings, and it makes a mean burger. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Look outside with live cam right now. We are watching for some storms to develop this evening. Meteorologist Adam Caskey has what to look out for and the timing of it all next. Tonight, San Antonio police are investigating a deadly drive-by shooting on the northwest side. This happened on West French Place near Woodlawn Avenue around 5 this morning. SAPD says a 61-year-old man just got back home when someone fired several shots from a black sedan. Police believe there were 2 people in that car. So far, no arrests have been made.
The 3 people hurt after a TxDOT crane fell on top of a car. It happened about 11 this morning on I-35 near Benton City Road. Von Ormy police say the truck working on a light pole in the median when it fell on that vehicle. 2 women inside the car and the worker on the crane taken to the hospital, all expected to be okay. TxDOT investigating this incident.
State health officials say someone in Texas has been diagnosed with bird flu. This comes after dairy cows in Texas and Kansas were reported to be infected with bird flu. Health officials say the person came into contact with one of those cows. Right now, they say that the risk to the public is low. And that's your 60-second recap.
All right, it seems like we're entering perhaps an unstable weather pattern tonight. I mean, is that what we're dealing with, Adam? And exactly something could pop out there?
Technically speaking, yes, the atmosphere is unstable. We have this heat, we have this humidity in the air, and we have some dynamics moving in overhead that'll help stir things up a little bit. So we're just waiting for things to really get going. We'll get to the timing, but let's start with the primary threats right now. Hail is the primary threat tonight, localized hail. This doesn't mean everybody's going to get it. And a friendly reminder that we never know which neighborhoods are under the risk of hail until the hail-making storm actually develops. And we could have some wind gusts as well, up to 60 miles per hour. That is another threat for this evening. And the threat lasts all the way up through basically 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Flooding and tornadoes, Yeah, a slight chance, but it's really on the low end in this setup. Now, here is the setup. Dynamic pattern, big dip in the upper level flow, this big trough in the western U.S. that's thrown some energy our way, kickstarting the showers and thunderstorms from the Panhandle to Dallas down to San Angelo, and a lot of dust there kicked up around San Angelo as well. West Texas dust is being pulled in, which means if our storms drag in any of that dust into the clouds, it gets mixed in with the rain, and it gives us that muddy rain we sometimes get around here. Here's our futurecast going forward. And notice this evening, some showers and storms in the hill country, slowly developing, widely separated in nature, and then gradually dropping around and over San Antonio and surrounding areas. I think for San Antonio, the primary time we could expect something in our area, general vicinity, would be 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then thereafter, this threat falls off. But for the whole part of the KSAT 12 viewing area, we really are under the risk until 1 a.m. You look at authority radar at the moment, and it's just a little bit of light activity popping up in the hill country, but it has really developed more in nature just over the past 15 minutes. You see just a few streaky showers, and now we're starting to see some heavier rain, possibly even some small hail just northwest of Rock Springs, and even some small hail right there just on the northern edge of the Kinney County line. And I think this is going to be more common as we go through the evening and in the hours ahead. Nothing around San Antonio, but we're starting to get some activity popping up in parts of Kerr County, Mountain Home, right along I-10 there. This is where it's all starting first right now. And as I mentioned, gradually spreading southeastward. Not everybody's going to get hit, but about 40% of Bexar County and surrounding counties are likely to see some of that action tonight. Unfortunately, it may come at a little bit of a cost with that severe storm potential, but you could also get a quick inch or so of rain. Rain chances 40% tonight through 1 a.m., then nothing the rest of the work week. By Sunday, they're at 30% in the morning. Let's talk temperatures quickly because the cold front is going to be moving in tonight. 87, that was our high temperature in San Antonio. Check out Del Rio, 99, the high. That is a new record for the day today. More sunshine in Del Rio helped boost their temperature. Carrizo Springs hit 102, Cotulla 99. Say bye-bye to temperatures like that because of the cold front that's moving in. And the high humidity, the mugginess, dew point 70. Say goodbye to the high humidity. Dew points dropping. Humidity gets swept away tonight from that cold front. And you're not going to feel the humidity again until we get into Saturday. A brief little uptick in our humidity. 58 in the morning, 80 in the afternoon. Tomorrow, sunny, low humidity. A bit breezy, though. Northwest wind at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Mornings back in the upper 40s by Wednesday and Thursday. So feeling that chill.
You know, something tells me people will be fine in Carrizo Springs of giving up that 102.
Yeah.
I think they're okay with it.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam.
Flying saw blades coming up in the bus.
Ooh.
It may be April Fool's, but what happened to a man in Oregon is no joke. He walked into a convenience store, and then seconds after this, a huge 4-foot saw blade slammed into that door.
Yeah, see it right there?
The blade apparently spun off, came loose while in use at a nearby construction site.
Yeah, the security video from outside shows the man unaware of the incoming blade. The footage from inside shows him reacting to the blade hitting the door. The impact apparently shook the entire building.
Yeah, you could see the whole camera shake there.
Yeah, look at that. Crazy. Can you imagine if he was in the path of that?
No.
Yeah,
Ugh,
lucky guy.
Wild. Okay, today was the 144th annual White House Easter egg roll. There were 2 Easter bunnies, 64,000 eggs, and an appearance by the president and the first lady. The annual tradition of children rolling brightly colored eggs across the White House South Lawn dates back to the 1870s.
Yeah, and for the 3rd year in a row, the event had an education theme. The South Lawn and Ellipse were transformed into a school community with educational activities for kids of all ages. Around 40,000 people showed up to today's event at the White House.
Wow. It's cute.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
They were on a roll.
Feeling good the rest of the week. Low humidity and a bit cooler than average. I mean, upper 40s Wednesday and Thursday in the mornings. So sweatshirts for the kids at the bus stop, and sunny, near 80 basically for highs, give or take, the rest of the work week. Notice how into the weekend some clouds return, and even for Monday, the total solar eclipse, we do think some clouds are likely, but the exact location and the extent of the cloud cover is still pretty uncertain. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we got to watch that one. And thanks for watching the news at 6.
See you back here on the Night Beat.